Think about it. How many of you have struggled with a boss-employer, duty-bound job description view of God? But a lot of people do. They go to the Bible and they say, okay, just tell me what to do. I just need to know what to do. All right? We look for what to do, right? And I'll do it because I don't want God to be angry. So I'm just going to do what he wants me to do. Here's the problem with that. Here's the problem with this idea of God. And it's really sort of crept its way into Christianity, unfortunately, but that's karma. It's not grace. Karma says, if I do this, then I'll move the hand of God and he will have to bless me, right? I mean, I pick up my toys, I get an ice cream bar. So we're teaching our children karma from the time they're born, right? You do something good, I will reward you. And we think that that's what God is like, right? If I don't cheat on my wife, then I get a raise at work. It's cause and effect, right? And we think God operates by karma. He doesn't. Karma is an idol. It's a false god. Christians have seemed to embrace this idea, this concept of karma as being part of the way God works, that this is the gospel, and it couldn't be further from the gospel. Reject that. That is not the gospel. Have you ever seen a dad who was a good dad, but he had 600 rules hanging on his fridge? And he tells his kids, hey, if you do these things, I'll feed you dinner. And if you don't, you'll be in big trouble. That's the kind of God that these false teachers in Galatia were presenting to the people. You go to the laws of Moses, there are about 600 rules in the laws of Moses. So you go to the laws of Moses, you take those 600 laws, you put them on the fridge, and you do it. Otherwise, God's not going to be happy. So that's the relationship then that they're saying that you had to have with God. That's the relationship that many people today think that we have to have with God. But we're kids. We're his kids. We are the children of God. And we've got to understand this. We take ourselves way too seriously sometimes. I mean, we're the kids that God has adopted, and he says, I love you. That's the part of God that I think sometimes we miss. When we get so theological and we get so determined to understand God in heaven, to understand the sovereignty of God, which I fully believe in and trust in and love and cherish, sometimes that removes the idea that, man, he's my dad. He loves us.